What's good, lads? Welcome to the 8th episode of the Outliers podcast. Today, as usual, I'm with the homies, Chase and Danny. Boys, how have we been?
Been well.
Been well? How's your week been? Just as a whole with work, gym, life?
Pretty hectic. Pretty hectic. I've had a lot going on in my life, but...
Man's busy.
Just focusing on improving on a daily basis, whether that be business, gym, personal life and whatnot. Finishing the year strong.
That's what it's all about, lad. That's what it's all about.
Very good.
How's gym been and all that kind of stuff this week?
Good. Oh, fuck. Actually, yeah, not that good, actually. Because
not that good.
Saturday...
Spill the beans.
There we go.
I was... Saturday morning...
It is pissing down right now.
So
yeah, Melbourne weather.
The audio holds up.
Yeah,
but,
bad.
It should be good.
Saturday morning, I was like, you know what, let's hit chest. So I was warming up on the bench, did my usual warm up, everything was feeling good. Barbell bench press, got up to 100 kilos, I unwrapped it, and just went, I just felt my fucking front delt.
Are you fucking serious?
And I was like, yeah, and I racked it. And I was like, stay composed. I was like, look, I'm not going to touch chest again today. I'm going to do some cardio and then like hit some arms. And and then since then, like, it's weird because it didn't bruise and swell up. It's not like a tear. Like, you know when you can sort of feel like the like insertion that like cord that like attaches it.
Yeah.
It's all still there, but like if I like that, even that like
pushing
strength,
strength, just like
when the chest and like front delt work together.
Fucking hell.
I fucking feel it. Yeah.
Go to the physio, mate.
I know, but
Get
it might
that
just
shit
be
sorted.
like it might just be needing rest. Like it might be one of those things that I give it to because it's not a serious like. I hope not. It's not like a serious tear or anything. So I think I might have just pulled it like dehydrated, like I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Lack of sleep.
Give it a week.
But yeah.
Lack of sleep.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
No good.
But apart from that, I've been smashing arms recently. Want them to grow. Got a deadlift tonight. I'm keen for first deadlift session since the 260.
Let's go.
Let the body rest a little bit afterwards. But
That was Friday, wasn't it?
that was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
Oh,
ago.
yeah,
it was. Yeah, fuck.
So
What about you?
Yeah.
Have you been? Sorry, take off.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
Nah. How have you been? You been alright?
I've been alright. I'm pushing through. I was telling Danny earlier. So I've moved on from Iron Viking.
R.I.P.
RIP, and I'm now taking the step into doing my media more seriously. As you can tell, the quality has definitely improved since, because I'm just putting more time and effort into it and just fine-tuning my craft.
Yeah.
It's slowly building up. I have landed another job just for security. It's just working with Do You Even, so just working in the warehouse, kind of doing my thing, getting some money.
Nice.
But yeah, so media's building up, and I'm kind of just focusing on that at the moment. So nutrition's been a bit iffy. Like, still 3 meals and getting food in and all that kind of stuff, but just haven't really been focusing on like counting calories and stuff at the moment. Just because if I focus on that, then I kind of lose focus on everything else. So I'm just kind of trying to keep a balance. Training's been good though. Hit some PBs with
47s or something.
45?
45s, 4-7,
Yeah.
8-ish reps.
Yeah.
So I trained with Jackson. If anyone knows Jackson, he's a big motherfucker. He trains at Emerge Gym.
Probably like the biggest. What is he? 22.
23.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so
I thought it was like 27.
nah, I thought it was 28, almost 30. I'm just like, so how old are you again? He's just like, oh yeah, 23. I'm just like,
Fucking
1999? It's like, yeah. I'm like, but I was born in 1998. What's going on?
Holy shit.
So he's
That's madness.
almost a year younger than me.
Fuck yeah, good on him.
But yeah, trained with him, did a push session on Thursday last week.
Yeah.
And hit, 45s for 7, but for 2 sets. So it was consistent.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, right.
And then I did like standing lateral raises with 15 kegs.
Yeah, fucking hell.
And it was like strict
What
hours.
was he doing, like 30s or something?
Yeah,
He was literally doing like 25 kilos.
60s and shit.
I'm like, and it wasn't even like swinging or anything. He was just like,
Yeah, that's...
I'm just like, what the fuck's going on?
Bro, some people like
Savage.
build different, man.
Yeah.
It's actually a madness, but fucking hell, yeah. Sounds good. Sounds like a
It's crazy.
good session, that's for sure.
Yeah, and just hitting PBs. Been loving legs recently. Been getting some fat pumps with legs. So
Legs are good, man.
been really enjoying it. So like the whole training portion is like, I'm really like kind of finding it enjoyable again, and that's kind of like.
Hell yeah.
happy with that.
Hey, that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about.
How about you, brother?
What about you?
Aw.
Thanks. You know, it's not important. So the topic of today.
I've been good, man. I've been good.
Yeah.
Just got a new job. So I'm rocking 2 jobs at the moment.
It's on the grind.
Hey, I gotta get money, man.
Pay the bills.
I gotta pay the bills, man. It's been good. Yeah, no. So started that last week. It's been pretty hectic. My weeks have been pretty flat out. Not gonna lie.
It's alright.
So I got to work out like a schedule and all that kind of stuff. I was talking to you about last week, making sure my time is like efficient when I'm like not at work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Not like I'm like killing an hour, like doing fuck all and all that kind of stuff. So, but it's been pretty hectic. Training's been pretty good. Other than that, eating's been good. Yeah, actually no, because I just swore, bro. You guys gotta teach me not to swear. I swear way too much. I've realized when I watch these podcasts, man. I literally watch it and I'm like, why did I swear? It's just such. Anyways.
Bro, we live in Australia.
I know. Anyways,
What the fuck are you talking about?
fuck you. Nah,
Skits uncut.
yeah, true. Yeah.
Speak how you usually speak.
There was one of the episodes where I swore like 8 times in like 30 seconds, and I was disgusted. Like I'm no word of a lie.
It's like hitting you like, oh.
No. I'm not even capping.
Probably like captions on it, like the subtitles.
Yeah, legit.
Fuck.
I know. I'm
the
not
beep-
even
the
taking the
bleep in
piss. I'm being. I was like disgusted. I was like, oh, like I got the ick from myself.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't put that in the podcast. It was like the beep. I was like, fuck.
It's like right in the middle.
I
of the
know,
comments. It's
dude.
like,
Literally, I'm like,
Well, if Nate swears too much, leave it in the comments.
yeah, literally.
let him
Though. What was I just saying? Training,
Nutrition.
nutrition's been good. I'm down 3 kilos since I started my cut. Which has been
When did
good.
you start your cut?
I was about
3 years ago.
January. It was,
2019.
Averaging like 0.5.
Yeah, hey, slow and consistent. That's all about it.
0.003 a week. Yeah.
It's all about consistency. Nah, I started
good,
like
guys.
just over a month ago
Yeah, sweet.
or whatever. It was before we went to Adelaide, and that was middle of October or middle of November. Yeah, so just about 7 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I'm kind of like, I kind of know what's going on.
Yeah,
I'm not like questioning a lot of things now. I'm pretty good with it.
Yeah,
not gonna lie. But yeah, no, I've been good.
Yeah,
So does.
how about we talk about, especially with nutrition, what are the best things you've found to help kind of get into that cut? Like what works for you, and like what have you done that has kind of like made it easier?
Yeah, so the thing for me is just finding alternatives, basically, for like, if you find, for example, like a bagel or something, not like I was eating bagels, but like that's pretty high in calories, although you get like heaps of carbs in it. I was just finding what can fill me up to like a certain extent that's a carb that isn't as high as calories. So you got me on sandwich thins.
Yes, sir.
They're like 100 calories for like this sandwich. So like,
Like more volume.
yeah,
for less.
for two.
Although they are very thin.
They're very, very thin.
It's
It's
like-
very small.
As a carrier, like a bagel, bread, like
Yeah.
any of those things, it's like the lowest calorie form.
Oh, easily,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And that it's been elite. Like, what I would usually have, I'd like, for example, have like wholemeal toast, and like I'd have like a tuna and like smashed avo on it as like a pre-gym meal or like an early meal, and then now I'm onto sandwich things, and like I'm just as full, and it's like half the calories.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
little things like that has been elite. Or like finding, like for example, tunas that are not as high in calories, but give me like a good protein intake.
Yeah.
Little things like that, alternatives, are the things that over the past, let's say like 2 weeks, I've really been focusing on, and it's been elite. Like it's helped me out like a lot.
It's finding alternatives.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
substituting.
absolutely.
Yeah, like-
especially like those high calorie ones. Like, can you get another like alternative that'll give you similar benefits in terms of like carbs or protein and all that kind of stuff, and just like making sure I'm getting my protein intake. That's been another big one. I've been focusing on, because like with any good diet, like you need a good protein intake. Like you just got to
100%.
get that shit in. So
Sure.
I've really been like,
What's your protein at?
I'm going double. It's like 160 grams a day.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I'm on.
I'm aiming for double my body weight at the moment. I'm like 79 at the moment.
You'll
Around
find
about there.
A gram per pound.
Yeah, so what I think it's 1.5 to 2 grams. What is it per?
Usually 1 to 1.5.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Unless you've got on a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
Then you can have more. But I think bare minimum with a person like yourself who's training like pretty intensely.
Yeah,
5-6
100%.
times a week.
Yeah.
Working a lot, especially in a deficit.
Yeah.
Gram to 1.5 grams per pound of body weight.
Yeah, that's the
good.
one.
So
Yeah.
just find out if you're used to weighing yourself in kilograms, go onto Safari, go kilograms per pound, enter in your body weight, it'll translate that for you. So if you're 92 kilos, it'll go to about 200 pounds. boom, 200 grams of protein.
Yeah.
If you're training vigorously and you know you've got a lot of muscle, if you're sort of starting off like I don't know, kind of out of shape.
Then you got to kind of change it up. But
You'll find in Australia it's 2+ grams of protein per kilo of body weight.
Yeah, whatever.
So that's like the conversion.
You just got to
like
get it in,
2 grams is usually the minimum.
Yeah.
To maintain muscle, and obviously you can do less depending on like who you are as a person. But you'll find if you hit 2 grams plus, it's
per
like
kilogram.
Per kilogram.
Yeah.
So it's just double your body weight.
Yeah.
So like if you weigh 80 kilos, 160.
Yeah, 160.
Some people argue that you should consume the amount of protein that you want in terms of the weight that you want to get to.
Yeah.
So then you're fueling that muscle and you're building up, and then that way you have a slight excess for insurance to make sure that you're like hitting your protein goals.
Yeah.
But like 2 grams per kilo of body weight is usually the way to go.
Basically, just get the protein in. That's basically what we're saying.
Something for you to consider. Like the harder you push the diggy deep, like the more you sort of restrict yourself with calories. Like the lower they go. So if you start to drop the calories a bit, try to increase your protein whilst doing so.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
To provide you.
Because I don't want to be fucking losing like so much like
muscle.
You
want to retain as much.
You need to be having like a high protein intake when on a cut.
Yeah.
Because so that's been the big things for me. So it's been good. No, I actually like I'm feeling good at the moment. So I don't know. We'll see how we go for the rest of summer. It's just a summer cut.
Yeah.
Just try to get lean for it.
Are you still bulking?
I'm like on the back end of a mini cut right now.
Yeah, mad.
Sorry, bro.
It's okay.
It's like, are you?
Well, it's like I'm gonna start eating a bit more because at Do You Even I'm on my feet all day. Like it's like 8-9 hours and I'm literally standing up the whole time, walking like back and forth like through the racks. So it's like I need to fuel myself a bit more because I'm gonna naturally just shred. Because I'm burning a significant amount of calories. Yeah,
absolutely.
Because I'm normally pretty sedentary, so I'm editing, sitting down, kind of not really moving all too much. So I try my best to get out, but now that I'm kind of out and about, like photography, I'm like walking around, like always standing, all that kind of stuff. So you need to fuel that stuff. So if I'm gonna bulk, I need to eat more on those days. So I may as well just keep it consistent and then just up the calories back up again.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
But it's been successful. I think I've dropped like 2 kilos.
Okay, man. That's awesome.
So anyways, along those lines, I want to talk about like your fats and your carbs when you're either like cutting or bulking.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah.
Do you cut carbs completely to cut?
That's before anyone answers. That's like a fact or cap. I feel like a lot of people will say like, you have to cut your carbs. Then a lot of people say, no, you don't. Like, it's like one of those ones, you know what I mean?
It's ultimately dependent, but at the end of the day, like Danny's right. No.
Go into. I just wanted to add that in. It's like a fact or cap. You know those things?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Well, it's just like that stereotypical, fact people think they know. Like, they go, all right, I want to lose weight. I want to lose 10 kilos as fast as possible. Oh my God, as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Get rid of carbs. Get rid of bread, rice, pastas, oats, potatoes. Get rid of it all. And then it's like, fucking hell, you end up gassing out. Like, some people actually do operate off a higher fat and higher protein and then a lower carb diet.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like for the majority of people love their carbs, and you can lose fat, you can get shredded off eating carbs, and fats as well. But, like, I think we can break it, like a lot of people don't know, we can sort of let them know about the 3 macronutrients. So proteins, carbs and fats, and like how many calories are in each. So per gram of protein, there's 4 calories. Per gram of carb, there's 4 calories. And per gram of fats is 9 calories. So fats are at the highest. So ideally, if you're looking at it and you're like, oh, like I want to eat less calories, you'd sort of tend to take away at the highest caloric sort of macronutrient, right?
Yeah.
In saying that, fats are healthy for hormones, and like you can't get rid of them. Yeah, healthy fats and whatnot. So I think, look, everyone's going to be on different amounts, consuming different foods, whatnot. But like at the end of the day, you can consume all 3 macros and lose weight and get shredded. 100%. So like, just do not remove one of them completely.
Yeah. Another thing a lot of people kind of forget is carbs are your body's first source of energy.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter how you consume the carbs, it all gets broken down and turned into the same form.
Yeah.
Like glycogen, your body breaks that down and uses that as fuel. So if it's fruit, if it's lollies, if it's like starchy carbs, whatever, it all gets turned into the same thing and your body uses it as fuel.
Yeah.
Another thing is if you have carbs, the process for carbs to then be turned into fat takes energy and it takes time. And if your body, if you end up using that energy, it's not going to turn into fats.
Yeah.
But if you happen to have like really greasy food, oily food, stuff with like really bad fats, and it's like not binging, but it's over what your body needs, your body's
over consuming.
Yeah, it's already fat. Like the process to kind of just store it is less than having to convert it into something that can then be stored.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like eat your healthy fats, don't go overboard. Eat your carbs if you're performing or if you need to recover. You need carbs to function.
Yeah, absolutely.
So eat them.
Protein's your building block of muscle,
Yeah.
so that's going to really help you retain muscle mass if you are in a deficit and you're sort of eating less than what your body kind of wants. You're going to be burning more calories than your body's consuming every day, so protein's the source there. But even in a growth phase, keep the protein. Well, for me, I work off that per gram, a gram per pound of body weight. That's how I learned it.
Yeah.
So I just if I go up in 5 kilos and I'm sitting at 92 kilos and 200 pounds, I keep it at 200. And then I just keep climbing it. But yeah, I mean, whether you're in a deficit or a bulk, it's going to vary. But obviously, just keep it well balanced. Have all three in there, and just track it really. Keep an eye on what you're eating. Track it track it every day, and you can weigh yourself, you can do measurements and whatnot just to see how your body's progressing, and then that should give you an answer whether to pull back foods or increase expenditure and keep foods the same. It's really
At the end of the day, your calorie intake is the biggest thing when it comes to dieting. It's like 75 to 80% of the whole process. If you're in a deficit, you'll find that you're going to lose weight. If you're in a surplus, you find you're going to gain weight. That is pretty much, in layman's terms, the easiest way to diet. There is other things that take effect in terms of dieting. It's like food choice, timing, all that kind of stuff. But obviously you don't have to worry about it if 80% of the time, if you're just worrying about your caloric intake and then your protein intake, that's all you need to kind of worry about.
Absolutely.
But cutting a certain source out completely is probably not the best way to go, because especially cold turkey, because your body's not going to know what the hell's going on.
Literally.
And as Danny said, you're going to burn out. So you balance it out, you eat good foods, and you just make sure that you're hitting your macro goals, and that's all we have to do.
And you'll be surprised of how much food you can actually diet on. If you actually spread it out multiple meals a day, all well balanced, with veg, protein, fats, and carbs. Maybe one, it depends on how hard you're pushing, but maybe 1 or 2, lower on carbs or fats or whatever. You can eat a decent amount of food, 6 times a day and lose weight and fat. A lot of people think they're just going to eat rabbit food and just go salad and whatever. Fucking a tin of tuna raw. A piece of chicken or whatever. I think that's enough to provide your body with enough fuel to then burn that fat you're trying to get through, which just won't happen. So you need to fuel your body to be able to perform as optimal as possible, to then burn as many calories as possible, to then fall into a deeper deficit, to then burn fat.
And then you also want to still be able to recover, enjoy your life, make sure your mental health's good, and you need to fuel yourself with proper quality food. And if you do that, you end up eating a lot more food than you think, because quality food surprisingly doesn't have that many calories. So
that's why it's harder. Put it this way: that's why it's harder to bulk with just purely clean foods. That's why a lot of people tend to go with 70% clean, 30% dirty. Because dirty is so calorically dense, right? But they don't really fill you up. Whereas if you're having 7, 8 healthy meals a day, or healthy you know what I'm saying, meals, you're going to be stuffed by the end of it. If you can do it, do it.
Yes,
because
please.
that's the perfect
You'll
way
be
to do
lean
it.
as fuck.
You'll be an absolute savage. But it just goes to show that all those fast food meals, all that sort of stuff, what they fill you up for fucking. Oh, if you're lucky, they'll fill you up for 10 minutes, and then you're sort of fucking eat again.
I could eat something.
Whatever.
Or the opposite, they just fill you up for way too long, and then you can't eat anything else, and it's just what was the point of having that meal?
Your digestive system gets all fucked and
clogged up. And then
What is the GOAT takeaway? I think we all know it. The GOAT takeaway place to go, like for food. And you're talking about macros as well. There's only one, isn't there? It has to be.
Oh, imagine if
Nando's.
someone says it. Nando's. No,
Nando's? No, GYG, bro.
Oh, gee.
Nando's
like,
pretty good. I'll give you credit.
Nando's is goated. I feel like
Nando's,
it's
yeah.
fallen off a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I haven't had
GYG's
it
taken
for
over.
ages.
GYG is the goat.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that tops it.
It's honestly just, it's decent, healthy food,
Yeah.
like calorie dense.
Macros are elite.
You
But
don't
the
feel
only-
horrible
yeah, but the only
afterwards.
thing is, like, I feel like it's kind of easy to get a bit of flavor fatigue from GYG because it's like just Mexican, right? It's
Yeah,
like
true.
Mexican. Whereas like at Nando's, when it was like there was more of them and it was
Yeah,
an actual
yeah.
thing. Like you could get like your tenders, and
Yeah,
then you could
true.
get like a wrap maybe, and it's like it feels clean when you're eating it.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
proper chicken breast. It's just
It does
basic.
feel clean.
There's lettuce, tomato, like mayo and stuff. I feel like that's what I had when I did my comp preps. If I had a refeed, boom, Nando's.
Yeah,
would
Nando's
be
is
go-to.
goated.
yeah.
And you can just get like purely just get the chicken.
Yeah.
And like you can get rice with
You
it
get
as well.
rice with it, yeah.
I'm gonna change my mind.
I'm sticking with GYG.
Because I genuinely remember the last time I
Sponsor
had
me.
Nando's, and I remember like low-key having the most orgasmic like flavor explosion
Yeah.
in my mouth.
Nando's
Like the
Nando's
peri-
is elite.
I
Don't
feel
get me
like a
wrong.
good Nando's is fucking
No,
sick.
Yeah.
bro,
Or maybe even grilled.
seriously
Grilled's
large
not
fries
bad.
or something.
Grilled's
well,
not bad.
Good, the one.
Yeah, seriously large fries.
Seriously
yeah.
large fries, bro. They'd be like 1,000 calories.
Yeah, one of my refeeds got to like, I'd get like 4 chicken breast tenders, or like short, 4 chicken tenders,
Yeah.
and then I'd get like either a wrap or like a pita, and then
Oh.
I'd get a seriously large
Oh,
fry.
dude, so
And I
good.
was just like, I'm probably a bit of an overkill, but like I was just like, that was when I was deep into a deficit, and I was like, my body could adjust to that, and like after a day or so of like back on routine and whatnot, like it just strip off.
But it would have been one of the best feeds in
Bro,
your life.
imagine-
So
Would you get like when you eat it, like you get like your veins popping up and shit?
and
That's
you feel
fucking-
like it just
feel
because
high,
when you're
bro.
like when you've been dieting for long and like you're actually low on body fat,
that insulin spike
it
and you
actually
feel it.
fucking like works. Like you
Yeah.
feel it,
Yeah.
you feel full as and it's sick.
Fucking hell.
Now I just feel like a fat cunt.
Oh, there you go.
Nah,
That's,
we'll get-
that's dieting. So do you
Yeah.
want to touch on another topic, or we'll go to this or that, or
Oh, I've got a good this or that.
you got a good this or
I
that?
can go straight to this.
Yeah, I can go to
I'm
that.
happy with all that kind of stuff.
So we touched on dieting. So like
Yeah.
we were saying, basically to summarize it, have a good protein intake. No, you do not need to remove your carbs when you're in a deficit or whatever.
Almost start like at a maintenance amount as much as you can. Like so, the average male who's fucking 80 to 90 kilos, just start at like 24, 2,500, a few cardio sessions a week, and just see how your body responds. Run that for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Run that for
legit.
2 weeks if you're not sure. See how your body responds. If you've dropped a shitload of weight and you're starving, then it's probably too low. You need to crank it up a little bit, or
Yeah.
like ease back on the cardio sessions. Or if you've gained weight, it's obviously too high, or your expenditure's not high enough. So
Yeah.
increase your expenditure.
You just gotta,
I'll
you just
cut
gotta
myself
play.
off because I'll just ramble on this.
Ah,
thing.
no,
Yeah,
it can
it's
be
a
like
very deep topic, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day, if you're losing weight like too fast, the recommended weight to be in is 0.5 to 1 kilo a week. So if you're in that range, stick to what you're doing. If you're out of that range, like you're losing too much,
Yeah.
crank the calories or change your cardio like routine.
Yeah.
If you're going under that and you want to lose faster, obviously just go into more of a deficit if it's using cardio or changing your diet.
And be patient.
Yes,
Yeah,
it takes time. It's like stripping off layers. So
Yeah.
Patience.
Yeah.
Don't stress.
Yeah.
Don't look at the scales too much because they can be deceiving as fuck. Because
exactly.
then you got to suss out like how much glycogen are you storing from the night before, water weight, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Something as simple as like a stressful day at work can make your
Yeah,
body weight
you,
go
a
up.
lot of
So-
water retention when it comes to that.
So
Um,
okay, so we'll end it on that. So
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
we just I'll let these diet geeks do all the talking.
Man, I
I
can
just
actually
added a
talk about
few.
this shit for hours. Like I answer one question and just stem from
Yeah.
that. My brain just
Comment if you want an hour and a half nutrition
Yeah.
podcast
Bro,
with
we'll
me
do
and
it.
Danny.
fucking do it.
I'll just be in the background.
Yeah.
So what
you,
about
can,
the
you,
shot?
can, you can just eat while we do it.
I'll taste it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We'll go to a this or that. We'll be back. All right, we're back.
So today I'm asking these guys this or that. So I put together a bunch of questions, and we'll just send it. We'll get stuck
Let's
into
get
it.
it.
Hey?
Because we've been talking about it for a little while, so it's better be good.
I fucking said it last night, saying I've got a few good questions.
Here we go. And before you guys, I've got such a good.
All right. Here we go.
I go.
Ready?
Go.
And you can explain your answers at the end. None of this.
After,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bigger arms or bigger delts?
Bigger delts.
Delts.
Okay. Travel alone or with someone?
With someone.
With, yeah.
That's a good question.
Hmm.
Hang on, let me put you.
I had to think about that one as well.
Yeah.
Delts. I'll forget your answers.
We know our answers.
No, we know answers. You
Alright.
dumbass. This guy.
There's a few. Deads or barbell squats?
Ooh, deads.
Probably squats.
You hate both.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
Is there a none option?
None.
Drinking spirits like mixers or beer?
Spirits.
Spirits.
Hundy.
Good call. Training at like an independently owned gym or like a franchise, like anytime and
Independent.
snap.
Independent. Bro, franchises are ass.
That's my first gym.
Netflix or binge?
Netflix.
Netflix or binge?
What's binge like?
You know what I mean? Oh, alright. Netflix or Amazon?
Amazon's pretty good to be fair, but Netflix. Oh,
Yeah.
Personally, Disney Plus, but
Bro.
I'll go.
That's respect.
Yeah,
Nah, I'll go Netflix, but that's
you go Netflix because it's so iconic.
Yeah, right. Instagram or TikTok?
Insta.
Like, what do you use more? Like, I know you post more on Insta, but do you like?
I post more on TikTok.
Oh fuck, we'll explain this later.
TikTok.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah. Call or text?
Text.
Call.
Would you rather be in a street fight with Mike Tyson in his prime or McGregor in his?
Mike Tyson, because I get knocked the fuck out straight away. Like,
Yeah, you don't have to
be
think.
over. It'd be over in numbers.
Yeah, but McGregor you might actually have a
No,
chance.
but McGregor will like tear my arm off. I'm not
And
like that
McGregor's like if you try anything,
Yeah.
he's got you
Submission.
covered on every
Yeah,
base.
yeah,
whereas,
like, goes to the
shit.
ground.
Mike, I just
wherever.
go bang, like, and I'm out. Like,
Yeah.
just.
But I feel like it. Oh fuck.
We do it. I was like, fuck, we always do this.
Loyalty over wealth or wealth over loyalty?
Loyalty.
Loyalty.
That's my number.
Good.
I'll talk about it after. Sorry.
Would you rather have a nice car or a nice apartment?
Apartment.
Apartment, yeah.
Movies or TV shows?
TV shows.
Movies.
Going to an FTC meetup or sitting at home like a fucking loser?
Sitting at
I was gonna say the same.
FTC.
Yeah,
obviously.
FTC, of course.
Would you rather fight a bear or a silverback gorilla in the wild, and you can use any of your surroundings as like a weapon?
A bear.
Yeah, probably a bear.
Yeah.
Gorilla. would be-
All right. That's it.
Yeah, there we go. That's good. All right, let's go over it. We're gonna discuss it.
So
I hope they play it. I hope they play as they're like watching
Yeah.
and all that kind of shit.
yeah,
They're
Anyway.
not just like, look at these
Yeah.
idiots. Like, they
Yeah,
actually-
play along with us.
Please.
they tune out every time.
Yeah, I know.
It is.
Put on mute or
Type in
something.
the comments what your choices are
Yeah.
and why.
Yeah,
And then
literally
we'll
though.
argue with you in the comments.
All right, let's run through it.
All right, so you guys said bigger delts.
100%.
Hundo.
Delts is so aesthetic. If you've got good delts, just capped ones.
Well, it's like if you.
Nah, I'd prefer bigger arms. Like imagine if like you're wearing a t-shirt, right, and your arms are just fucking juiced. They're like hugging the sleeves.
Yeah, but then you
Yeah,
got fuck
but
all
imagine
shoulders.
if you're wearing an oversized and your delts are so capped that you literally see them through an oversized.
yeah, but
tee.
then you're out. Like imagine you go to the beach and you've got massive delts, but your arms are just sticks.
Yeah, or you've got.
Yeah, but you didn't say they were going to be sticks.
Yeah,
You just
yeah,
said
yeah. I agree with this guy.
Alright.
Like you've still got
Like-
decent sized arms.
Yeah.
Just, you would have better like your
Like
proportions.
think of your arms and delts from like a year and a half, 2 years ago. That size.
Yeah.
And then
Or
What
maybe
you'd
one of
want.
us be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I had really
Anyway,
small arms
fucking
2 years
hell.
ago.
next one.
That's still
You
sick.
said you'd want to travel with someone. Yeah.
With because it's cheaper.
Yeah, true.
But what would you prefer? Like regardless of money, like would you
It depends
have
on
you always
who
wanted to travel
specifically
alone
with.
or
I mean, if you're alone, you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want and not have to worry about anything. But if
Yeah.
you're with someone, you don't have to pay as much, so you can probably go to like a better like apartment or
Yeah,
hotel,
right.
or you can
Mhm.
chip in with the Ubers and all that kind of stuff. Everything's
you're
like
also
half
like
price.
you're able to share experiences?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and you can
so-
talk to someone about it the whole time.
I think with someone you get a better overall experience because you obviously like
Yeah.
for example like you go out to like a bar or something
Yeah.
in like a different country by yourself. I mean it might be alright, but
Mm.
with someone is obviously
You
going
just
to be
have
better.
to hope that they are very similar in terms of the things they want to do,
Absolutely, yeah.
and or are as just as sporadic as you, and just
Yeah.
you kind of want to fuck
Yeah.
around. And do
By
whatever.
yourself would be pretty cool though because a bit
Yeah.
like therapy. Like you just like
Oh
just
yeah,
you.
Mm.
and you
Just
could
you.
you can almost just be yourself
Yeah.
and not have to
Yeah.
worry about anyone
Yeah,
around you.
facts.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm the same.
Good question.
Yeah,
Deads or squats?
deads.
Deads.
Really
Just,
none
just
of
more
them,
alpha. Yeah, deads.
Well, hack squats.
Hack squat. Oh
you'd say
yeah,
hack
yeah.
squats,
Hack
but-
squats.
Fuck, hack squats.
Bro,
Would you
I
choose
choose
hack
I
squats
choose
as well?
hack squats.
Really?
Yeah.
Hack squats are goaded, man.
Dude, I got 5 plates on a hack squat recently.
Yeah.
Like I'm like loving that
respect.
shit.
But what's more impressive, 5 plates on hack squat or 5 plates on a deadlift?
Obviously the deadlift, but
Hack squats.
he's like, fuck you.
Who the fuck deadlifts?
Who's this guy?
Only pussy.
Alright, so you said you drink spirits or mixers over beer.
spirits. You can have more without not smashing your calories.
Less
Yeah,
calories as
and
well,
it's just a bloated beer.
and they just simply taste better.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I do love
Don't
beer,
have me, they do.
but it's like you have one or two and then I
Yeah.
stop. Like,
Yeah,
'cause
I
it's
just
like
feel
you just
so
feel like
yuck.
so bloated.
You'd rather train an independently owned gym.
Yeah,
for sure.
better community, usually better equipment.
The only benefit of a franchise is that there's like
Cheaper.
multiple, so you got a holiday house or you travel.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
probably gonna be
Like
one
Anytime Fitness, you can literally find in every single town
Yeah.
imaginable.
That's
Fuck
crazy. Yeah.
that. No offense.
Netflix or I said binge. At the moment, I'm watching more binge than Netflix.
I'd never heard of binge until
Really?
that
Yeah,
question.
Binge has like Game of Thrones and Walking Dead and all that sort of shit on.
Oh.
Walking Dead's good.
yeah.
I've never watched
Yeah.
Game of Thrones though.
Anyway, Instagram or TikTok? What do you use more? You
Instagram more.
Instagram more, TikTok.
Probably TikTok more. Just because it's like
actually, I know what you mean.
it's just
Like,
like,
not just like when you post, like just when you're
As
chilling.
as
and
a
you're
like social media person, I use Instagram more, but as
Yeah.
like a just
General-
consumer, I
yeah,
use
yeah,
TikTok.
yeah.
more.
just because it's just like short, like you don't need a short attention span. You just
Yeah,
so
so
bad.
you.
I actually want to delete TikTok.
oh yeah.
It's getting to a point where I'm like,
It's bad.
I'm spending stupid amount of time. Like, I'm
So
too
you can,
long on it
You can
every
tell
day,
them.
yeah.
You can tell them. Just
but
say.
and it takes up so much storage.
Just
in your
tell them
phone.
you
It takes up,
live on
2
that app. You
gigabytes.
live-
Tell them.
But he doesn't even post. Like you
Show
think he'd be an expert on the app, but he does not post at all.
Oh my god.
He's got like 3 posts.
Yeah.
Dude.
To be fair, they like got numbers, but like
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, fucking dead set though.
Quality over quantity.
post
Just
3
post.
times in the 5 years he's had
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah.
I did have more views and likes than all of us.
Yeah,
combined.
yeah.
I wish you posted more on that
Dude,
app.
you set up. Just post your reels on
Yeah,
TikTok.
I was thinking that. Anyway, call or text. So would you rather
Text because I'm a bitch.
text?
The text is easy, but like you might read a message in a different like tone. that they
Yeah,
would think,
yeah,
you
that's
know
the
what I
only
mean?
issue.
Whereas
But like,
call,
put it this way: would you rather your mate call you like randomly, like throughout the day, or message you like just once?
Message.
Like,
message. Yeah, no, I still would call. I reckon.
I feel like calls just take a bit longer. Like you can get a lot out in a text if it's just like a blah 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 whatever done. Then you don't have to think about it. Whereas
Yeah,
like a call,
true.
like you could be in the car. Like obviously you probably shouldn't be on your phone regardless. But like
Yeah, no, I got you.
yeah.
Yeah. But then you could answer a call. You can like do multiple things.
Yeah,
while you're on the
it
phone.
honestly depends on the situation.
Yeah.
But for me personally, like I'm chronically online and I'm decent at texting, so I just go
Yeah.
smash it
Yeah,
out,
okay.
send it, and then hopefully people.
all right.
That's what I thought.
Shut up.
It's you this time.
That's what I
thought, bitch. You'd rather fight Mike Tyson?
Probably Mike Tyson.
Just
McGregor?
knock me out.
Get it
straight
over and
away,
done.
over
I'd
and
take McGregor. Mike Tyson, and I was a boxer, so like, I wouldn't take Tyson.
I reckon you take McGregor because you think you've got a chance.
I think he's a
know
lot.
I've got a chance.
You get your ass.
Come at me.
You get your ass.
He's gone to MMA 3 times,
I
and
know,
he's just
bro.
like,
Yeah, I'm like, I got choked out like 3 jiu-jitsu times. I'm like, I'll take it.
Watches UFC once.
Loyalty over everything.
loyalty.
Everything.
Well, you can get wealth from loyalty because if
You
you,
can, yeah.
if you happen to release something or make a product and then people are loyal,
But
you
like,
get
if
like
someone came up to you and was like, betray one of your boys
No.
for $100 million,
No.
good. That'd be
Hang on.
something.
Nah, joking.
Something
Wait a
would
minute,
kick-
let me-
something
Hang on,
would
hang
kick
on.
off.
Hey, give
thought
us
about that too far.
give us a lower amount. 'Cause that's nah, I'm joking. Nah, legit. If you're not loyal to me, eat
Get
my
fucked.
asshole. Sorry.
After I take a
Eat
shit.
my asshole after I take a shit.
oh,
Nice car,
That's
nice
cheeky, man.
apartment. Nice apartment.
Apartment.
Yeah.
Cars. This is what I don't understand. Yeah, I'm gonna rant. Unless you're in countries like Germany where they don't have a speed limit in certain areas.
yeah.
Bro, you can have the nicest car ever, but you're still going 80 kilometers an hour. The exact same
Well,
as
that's
I
if you
am.
follow the rules.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
But
you
it's
got
just
done-
like
you got done for a speeding fine.
yeah.
For going 10 over the limit.
In Germany, like I think it's Germany, they've got like the freeway is like
Yeah,
Autobahn
no,
or
no,
whatever.
no.
You can go
And,
whatever.
like on the right side, or like there's a couple of lanes maybe where you can just fucking
Yeah,
send.
Fang it.
that's where you get like the best car.
Dude,
That's so
That'd be
sick.
sick.
What's the point?
I
In
I
here
feel like
in
that's
Australia.
actually really good because it helps people who really like they just have that urge to speed and like actually use that beast of a car.
Yeah.
Just to get it out of their system, like almost in a controlled manner.
Yeah.
Not like fucking hell. There is nowhere to speed where I live.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like.
Like you
test
can,
it.
yeah. Like so the thing is, there is like drifting events and like those 10-second like car thing, whatever the hell they are.
Yeah, no,
there's
that's-
yeah.
opportunities to use the cars, but obviously you have to pay or
Yeah.
like it's a bit less. Like
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you've already paid like fucking $200,000
Yeah.
for this car, like
Oh, fuck. You know.
like obviously there's things to do with good cars, but
You'd rather have a nice pad. For sure.
Yeah, well,
100%.
like you can use. There's so many more things you can do with it. Like even if you don't live with it, you live at home. You can use it as an investment property.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
whatever. Like there's so many more opportunities you can do, and there's a lot. Usually costs a lot more as well. So
100%.
Movies or TV shows? What do you say?
TV shows. I ain't got a long attention span. Not gonna lie.
I go movies because I just get one over and done with, and then I don't
Yeah,
watch it
true.
for like the rest of the like thing. But whereas TV shows, I feel like if you combine it all together, it takes up more time.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But
TV shows, you get a lot more invested.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like,
100%. You get sucked in.
If
It's
you
like
don't like the ending, it's like
you get pissed off.
unnecessary stress.
I just finished Stranger Things, and
yeah.
I reckon, as honest as possible, I haven't watched many shows though. I reckon that's the best show I've ever watched.
You haven't watched The Boys.
No, you've been
Well,
telling me
near
for
on
weeks.
that.
Comment in the description if you've watched The Boys.
Dude,
If you know, you know.
Stranger Things is mental, and the last season, every episode, so usually they're about 50 minutes, every episode was an hour and a half plus. The last
It's like
episode,
2 hours, wasn't it?
last
It's
episode was 2.5 hours.
You may as well just like watch
Bro,
the movie,
like,
bro.
calm yourself, but it was fucking elite, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking great.
Yeah.
It was such a good show. Anyways.
FTC, Fear the Common meetup or sitting at home like
I feel
a
like
loser.
you don't even have to explain
Yeah,
it.
that's a no-brainer.
Like just come to the meets. It's an open invitation.
Be social.
So if you happen to support us and you like the gym and you want to get around a group of people who are like content creating and just enjoying the process, like come through. You'll find the gyms we go to are pretty damn good quality.
Yeah.
There's
Don't be scared.
Yeah.
And also, Chase 10, Nathan 10, Danny 10, if you want to save money as well.
Yes.
Or Outliers 10. Soon.
Shameless plug.
Shameless.
You'd rather fight a bear or a silverback?
Bear. Silverbacks just bro, they got opposable thumbs. You're fucked.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah,
They can hold-
Would,
they can hold-
They would fuck you up
Yeah.
so fast.
Yeah.
So fast. Like you wouldn't even have a chance. You'd be
Yeah,
like,
legit.
bang, and then before you know it, your arms.
Bang.
You just have a black blob coming towards you because it's so fucking fast. It's just like
And it can like
when they-
climb and like
Yeah.
vines and shit. You like,
Whereas you see bears like clawing at like honey, like
Yeah.
bro, like come
Bro,
on.
that's like the bro.
yeah, but I feel like
Silverback's like the boss you got to verse when you're
But
the
I
last,
feel-
last level of the
Yeah,
game and shit.
hear me out. I feel like you could sort of maybe talk some sense in the gorilla because
Teach it how to use
he's the
buttons
most
and shit.
human-like out of the two. You know.
Yeah. But then like the process to talk to
Like-
get them
like-
to learn our language.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
fuck
fuck,
is this
man.
guy on about?
I'd take them both.
So you're telling me right now,
Maybe
if
with
a
a gorilla in
silverback,
captivity where they're like
Because a gorilla doesn't have like claws. So like
No, but
even
they're
if you
fucking-
fall into like the fetal position, you're trying to protect yourself.
But
it
they'll
can't,
pummel
like,
you.
it can't like crawl. You
Hang
know?
on,
yeah,
hang
but
on,
then they
and
can
smack
just
the shit out of you.
they'll
Like-
crush your head.
hang on,
until-
hang on. Let's speak to the
A
camera.
bear
for a
will
second.
open you up.
No, hang on. Let's just be logical here. So you're telling me if you got a silverback gorilla that weighs 189 kilos running at you, you're gonna be like, hey,
189 kilos. I'll take that any day. That's a small gorilla, bro.
fuck off.
Gorillas are like fucking 400 kilos.
Okay,
Like a
okay,
proper
that's
pro
even better. That's even
gorilla.
better for my argument. So you're telling me you got a 400 kg silverback gorilla running at you, and you're just gonna be like, hey, let's just talk it out instead.
Nah, I'd go.
Let's have a one-on-one. Let's have a one-on-one conversation, man to man.
Bro, dude, that's the dumbest thing I've
Dude,
ever heard.
whatever. Either way, a human is fucked
So
in that position.
It's either versing a bear or versing me.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like you get behind a bear.
It's an even fight
And-
between me and the gorilla.
This guy.
Anyway, that's all for this. That.
We've lost it. That was good. I like that. If you want more of this or that, let us know because we fucking love them.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
about you
so
guys.
good,
It's
yeah.
so good. But alright, so that's the end of our episode. Thank you guys for watching or listening. On to the next.
See you in episode 9.
Yes.
Had to think about that, didn't you?
See you next time.
Episode 9. Catch you.
Catch you later.
Catch.